Bobby Orr, the greatest defenseman who ever lived, and argued by some the greatest player of all time. Most notably known for his iconic game-winning goal to win the Stanley Cup. You know which photo I'm talking about. Bobby Orr was a literal game changer. His impact to the game of hockey may be greater than that from the likes of Maurice Rocket Richard, Super Mario, and of course the Great One, to name a few. His effortless skating led to offense from the blue line like no one has ever seen before, literally changing the idea that defensemen can only play defense. Despite his cut short career, Bobby Orr pretty well ranks top 5 in every offensive category there is for a defenseman. To this day, he remains the only D-man to win the Art Ross Trophy, leading the league in scoring, not once, but twice, and he did this while prioritizing Bobby Orr defense over offense, which is insane. He holds the record for most points and assists in a single season by a defenseman, while also holding the record winning 8 consecutive, that means in a row, 8 consecutive Norris trophies as the league's best defenseman, as well as racking up 3 Hart trophies as the league's MVP. Undoubtedly, the most influential and most skilled player to ever play that position. That's what we thought, at least.
Colorado Avalanche are proud to select from Brooks their Alberta Junior Hockey League, Cale Makar.
That's a nice little sidestep, drags along the wall. Makar puts it up, score! What a play by Cale Makar! And now along the half-court zone, beautiful wheel-around move. Makar shoots and scores! Colorado.
He's the one of the most dynamic players I've ever seen in my life.
What's up, guys? Hope you liked that intro. Yes, I'm back recording where I usually do, and yeah, we got a really good one for you today. I've worked hard on this video, so as always, if you could leave a like and subscribe, that goes a long way and it helps. The channel's been doing really good lately, and it warms my heart, so it means a lot. So if we could keep that up, guys, that would be awesome. It makes doing these videos a lot more easy now that I have people actually commenting on them, so it's sweet. Let's keep it up, and yeah, if you're a hockey fan, if you're a sports fan, feel free to leave a like and subscribe, and we got a good one for you today. In this video, we're going to be looking at the one, the only, Cale Makar, who is right now the most skilled defenseman in the NHL today. We're going to be looking at his scouting report, what makes him so good, and what the ceiling is on this guy. If there is a ceiling, I don't know. We haven't found it yet. So with that being said, let's hop right back into this thing. Cale Makar was drafted 4th overall in the 2017 NHL Draft. Number 4 overall. The best defenseman to ever play's number was also number 4.
4 plus 4 equals 8.
Who wears number 8, you ask?
Aside.
Cale Makar. Coincidence? I don't think so. All jokes aside, Cale Makar was drafted 4th overall in the 2017 NHL Draft, right behind Nico Hischier, Nolan Patrick, and Miro Heiskanen. In a redraft now, Makar is clearly going 1st overall. He was often overlooked because of the league that he played in, the Alberta Junior Hockey League, which is Junior A hockey, and is pretty good hockey if you ask me, but not everyone thought this.
Him, and we came last, I got the 4th pick, and I was like, oh man, like, I think Hischier was in Halifax. He went 1st that year.
Yeah,
it was like Hischier, Patrick. I forget who went 3rd. Then we got Cale 4th.
Yeah.
And I was like, who? This kid from the AJHL, like Alberta Junior A League. I'm like, what is this? Like, who did we just draft?
Talking.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm like, he looks okay, but like these guys are awful. Like, whatever.
Yes, compared to the CHL, the AJ is a lower tier of hockey. But just because it's lower tier doesn't mean there's not good players, which is evident in Makar's case. Makar put up impressive numbers during his time with the Brooks Bandits. Most scouts touted him as a very good skater, a very good puck mover, very good puck management, offensive upside with a great shot, great vision, and he's making lots of waves, as per Alan Heppel, I don't know if I said that correctly, of the Colorado Avalanche Director of Amateur Scouting. Craig Button of TSN said, "I'm not saying he's Erik Karlsson because we're talking about a superstar and one of the greatest defensemen of his era. But Makar plays the game like that. He's dynamic into the attack with the puck, making plays. He's really top notch. I think everything he has translates to the next level." Well, Craig, you're right in saying Makar is not Erik Karlsson. Makar is on like a whole nother level. The majority of scouts all agreed in that Makar was an exceptional talent, but almost no one knew he would be this good, except for everyone in Brooks and Southern Alberta. I'm being serious on that. Brooks Bandit's radio broadcaster was quoted for saying, "Sometimes as a broadcaster, what he does defies explanation. Sometimes he makes so many moves with the puck that he gets himself wide open in front of the net that you don't have time to describe what he actually did by the time the puck ends up in the back of the net." As per Tyler King, Brooks Bandit's radio broadcaster. You know, you don't just say that for a 4th overall pick, right? That's quite literally like an insane compliment. Playing in the AJ really hindered his potential of being the 1st overall pick. Brooks is not far from where I live. Actually, it's like 2 hours away. I never got to watch him play in Brooks, but if you're new to the channel, if you're not, Brady, who I do the show with, he's from Brooks, kind of.
There's just, I don't know, you just run out of words describing Cale Makar and all the stuff he does and brings to the Avalanche on a nightly basis. Yeah. I think one of the reasons why he's become such a good NHL defenseman is because back in 2015, 2016 maybe, he came to the Dutchess Golf Course in Dutch Alberta.
Yes, he did.
And bought a Kit Kat from yours truly right here, and I think that's where it all started.
Not my big candy guy, more a chocolate guy, so I'd probably go with like a Kit Kat bar. I don't know, you could probably consider that candy.
And he's playing for the Brooks Bandits of the AJHL, so Cale, if you're out there watching this video, you're welcome. And yeah, I think he's gonna win the Calder Trophy.
And he was able to watch this guy quite a bit while he was playing for the Bandits, and he was just when Brady would watch a game, he just would be blown away, and he was like, yeah, this guy's like gonna be like the next level talent. And you know, he was right, and pretty well all of Alberta, Southern Alberta was right. You know, on his draft year, all the talk was Cale Makar this or Cale Makar that, or did you see what Cale Makar did last night? It was insane, and you know, everyone here pretty well knew that he was gonna, or should at least be, a 1st overall pick. Now, as for his skill, just going from what I've seen, Makar's speed and edge work is right up there with the best of the best in today's NHL. We're talking McDavid, McKinnon, and Crosby. Not so much Crosby's speed, but definitely his edge work. The way he's able to shift left and right is honestly something I'm not even sure Connor McDavid can do, which is crazy to think, honestly.
He is the best lateral skater he moves laterally better than anyone I've ever seen.
When he's in his office, right on the blue line, he is so calm and composed, and when the players start pressuring at the point, he's able to negate the pressure with his shifty skating. There's 3 players in the league, in my opinion, that can make something out of nothing. Connor McDavid, Nathan McKinnon, and now Cale Makar. Notice how all their last names start with an M? I'm just joking. But yes, his skating is second to none. And as a hockey fan, it's something you really just have to sit back and just admire. Next up is his shot, or should I say his laser beam.
Frickin' laser beam!
Not only is his skating up there with the best of the best, but so is his shot. I mean, he's the full package, man. The controversial goal that he scored against Mike Smith against the Oilers this year in the playoffs, that was one of the nicest snipes I've ever seen. Like, I was honestly speechless. I didn't even see the puck. And then the next thing I know, all the Colorado players were celebrating. And the slow-mo, I'm gonna be showing it right now, like bar down, it was super impressive. His shot is lethal and extremely accurate. The scouting report on his slap shot was a work in progress I seen, and I actually don't have any memory on seeing it this year, but when your wrister and snapshot is as good as it is, you don't really need to rely on the clapper as much, especially when you have McKinnon on your team. And at age 23, he's already accomplished something not even Bobby Orr could do, or any defenseman ever, actually. After winning the Stanley Cup, he became the first player to ever win the Hobey Baker Award for Best Player in College Hockey, the Calder Trophy for Rookie of the Year, the Norris Trophy as League's Best Defenseman, and the Conn Smythe as Playoff MVP. You know who also is 23? This guy. What am I doing? This makes me feel like I've done nothing with my life. I can't even do that in the fucking video game. God damn it. I mean, you name it, Makar has it. His play reading ability is top tier. Haven't even mentioned how good he is defensively. His passing is also next level. His zone entry percentage is right up there with Connor McDavid's. And don't forget, we're talking about a defenseman. A defenseman, you know? It's insane. Cale Makar is easily the best defenseman in the league right now. And I don't think it's even that close. In my opinion, he is the second best player in the league as we speak, and is the talk of the hockey world.
I would say probably the closest player we've ever seen that offensively and defensively can make an impact of a game that much. Probably Bobby Orr. We gotta go all the way back to Bobby Orr.
Replicating numbers we've only seen before by one player. That player being Bobby Orr. Makar is well on his way to being one of the best defensemen of all time. He's just entering the prime years of his career, and I see several 100-point seasons down the road, accompanied with lots of hardware as well. Makar at age 23 has already accomplished more in his career than most defensemen will in their entire lifetime. Now, the game of hockey has completely changed. I'd argue today's NHL is a lot more skilled and harder to play. At the end of the day, it's hard to say who will be the best defenseman of all time, just based off how far hockey has actually come. It's not fair to pinpoint who actually is or will be the best defenseman ever. Hockey is changing and evolving more than any sport I'd say in the last 50 years. And in 50 years time, it will be the exact same thing. One thing I do know is, regardless of who may hold the title for best defenseman ever, if Cale Makar continues his career at this pace, he will be my generation's Bobby Orr.
He changed the game.
Yeah, so if you made it this far, I hope you enjoyed this video. I had a lot of fun with it, if you can tell. There was a lot of research and a lot of, editing that I put into this video, so the likes really go a long way, and it really would mean a lot. Like I said earlier, I'll show, the analytics on this channel. It's doing really good right now, and I just want to say thank you. It's really cool to be able to do this, and it makes it a lot easier now that I have people, actually watching the videos. And so, yeah, if we could keep that up, guys, that would be amazing, and I promise you I'll be able to upload way more, and it makes me want to upload more too, now that people are starting to watch. So yeah, that's all I got for this video, guys. We'll see you in the next one. If you like these kind of videos, I will definitely do more. I've noticed I want to start doing, focusing more on players. Not a lot of hockey channels really do that. It's, more about the news, the latest updates, this trade, that trade, what will they do here, but I've always, been fascinated by, certain players and, what makes them different from others. So yeah, this was a lot of fun, and if you liked it, please feel free to leave a like, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.